and welcome to the Circus of Crazy, also known as the world. I'm your ringmaster, GalaxyOfInk, and today you'll notice that the setup is very different. That's because it is Tech Week for the show that I'm in. The show that I am in, by the way, is Peter Pan, and I am playing Wendy Darling. So I'm going to do my makeup routine for the show, which isn't going to look good, and that's because it's stage makeup, and that's also the excuse that I'm going to use for it not looking good. So let's attempt this, shall we? Let's see if that'll work better. Is that in the view? Oh, that's good. Okay. So, start with foundation, which I'm horrible at. I'm using Almay Smart Shade, which is in this 300 shade, which is darker than my actual skin tone. And that's because when you are on stage with my translucent skin, your skin will get blocked out, basically, and you just kind of become a white ghost sheet. So that means you actually do have to go darker than your actual skin tone when you're applying stage makeup. Of course, I do actually have foundation for my actual real life that I very occasionally use, but still, this is what you gotta use for actual stuff. That is my mother background. And I cannot answer her. So, we're gonna put this on everywhere. And it's not really, for stage makeup, for me at least, I never really do like contouring or anything like that, specifically because also the theater that I'm working in, Know Your Theater, I suppose, it's huge, and all of the occupants are at least 100 feet from stage and seated a little bit down. So, they will just be seeing my face and wouldn't be able to notice if I did any significant contouring anyway. Which is why we're doing that. Yes, I am filming this on a Wednesday. This probably will not be edited at all, mostly because this literally is me just squeezing in time to film while I do other stuff, because I am running non-stop. I also have a bit of a cold, and by a bit, I mean I stayed home from school yesterday, which is not a thing that I do often. Look at that. That is not my shade of skin. Oh, I have to get my hair curled for this part too. Because if you'll see in the pictures, Wendy is usually a blonde girl, and this ain't blonde. So there's no wig for me for this show, but we just curl the hair and put it back in like a side ponytail. Which is nice. It's an easy hairstyle, but also it has to be out of the way because this particular production of Peter Pan that we are doing, I fly. So yeah, usually Peter Pan productions fly, but, you know, sometimes there are circumstances in which you cannot, and this happens to not be one of those circumstances. So, with flying, for any of those who don't know, and I did not before I did this, there's a whole harness system that you have to wear basically the entire time underneath your costume. While you are wearing that, you have to attach the wire to like a central metal hook in the back of, in between your shoulder blades, and it has to be pretty high up. And basically they have to be able to get to that through the costume. So there are slits cut in the costume, but some of the changes are some of the like attachment times are pretty quick. So they have to be able to get to it quick, which means I can't tell if this is on right or not, and this is horribly blended, that I can tell. But considering that I think I did a decent layer on my face, we're gonna say I'm done with foundation. After I do my neck, the particular dress that I'm wearing too goes pretty high up, so I actually don't have to deal with the problem of having to put it like on your like collarbone, which sometimes you do have to do in shows, just because the light will catch everything, and with your face being in the way, it'll be very obvious that you have a face and then suddenly you just have no neck, which is why we put neck makeup on as well. And it's annoying, because you have to remember to take it off, and sometimes you forget, because it is very easy to do so. Also, blending into your hairline, which is also annoying as heck, because who wants to go home at 11 at night and take all of the foundation out of your hairline? Nobody. But you have to do it anyway. We're gonna say that that's good enough. This is a bad blender, by the way. I know I probably should be promoting these products, but it's not like I'm getting any money for this or anything. So I don't know what type of blender this is. Oh, this is Revive Beauty, and it's not that great because everything gets caught in it, and I want one of those funky little like plastic ones. We're gonna do blush next. I can pick from Bright Pink. Where's the other one? I actually am going with Bright Pink because it's Wendy Darling, and she's a 10-year-old Victorian girl, which looks, you know, like it's supposed to be a little bit more angelic in a sense, her character line. I don't know if any of you have seen, what was it? It was Cracked Podcast that did, yes, by the way, a little bit on the forehead and a little bit on the chin and a little bit on the top of the nose before you blend, because it'll make those areas stand out as well. It was Cracked Podcast, I think, that did, like, they interviewed this costume designer, and she was talking about how, like, certain hairstyles and, like, makeup looks and certain colors affect how the character actually is. So, like, if it's an innocent character, you're likely to see a lot more pink than usual, and just stuff like that. So, because she is a 10-year-old Victorian girl, I am not going with an actual color that would be considered, you know, appropriate for everyday blush, and instead going for the brightest, most obnoxious pink possible, because also then it'll actually look like blush on stage. So we're done with that. This is also Revlon. This is 002 Hot Pink Rose Glass, and I don't know what I'm talking about, but it sure does sound like it, doesn't it? Okay. Yesterday, this is only my second day. We're on Wednesday, by the way. She opens Friday, so this is only my second day doing the makeup for her. So I'm still kind of working out some of the kinks here. This is the MAC Studio eyeshadow lot. I was doing this one, but it's shiny. So now I have to find something else. And I think I'm probably going to do this. And because I have an inability, yeah, we're going to do that. So that's basically the same one that I was doing, but without shiny stuff on it. So, applying that now. And I'm just going to do it to the entire lid. See, it's really funny because I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about, and I don't at all, because I'm actually massively bad at makeup. Like, laughably bad. Like, I went to a camp for makeup and realized just how bad I was bad. I'm very bad at it. I mean, I don't do makeup every day, so and the only makeup that I do myself is my stage makeup. So it's very difficult when you only put on makeup, like, for 1 week straight every 3 months and it's the exact same thing, to really learn makeup. And honestly, I don't have that much of a desire to learn every day. So I haven't. I probably will eventually, and I definitely should, but I haven't. This might have to be a little bit darker, because literally, it just looks like my eyelid. So this is going to have to get darker. But you can go there. Yeah, this is going to have to be darker. So let's go with, how about this one? That's a little bit brighter. Maybe that'll do something. Yeah, for those of you who don't do acting, we do this just, you know, this is after school, and then we just take it all off at the end of the night. And it's like 3 hours of just piling makeup on your face to an obscene amount, and then taking it all off again. Problem is that you can never really get rid of everything. So you're 100% guaranteed to just find out that you forgot all the foundation in your hairline and go to school the next day. And then everybody's looking at you and pointing and laughing. But you know, 'tis life. So we're going to say that I'm done with that too. And we're actually going to move on to lipstick. I don't have the nude lipstick that I'm supposed to yet. So right now I'm blending these two things, which, you know what, if you really want to know what they are, you can just screenshot them. Wendy has nude lipstick because she is a 10-year-old girl again, but I don't have any of that. So I'm getting real creative with how I'm blending this stuff. Basically, what I'm saying when I say real creative is that I watched videos on Instagram, and now I'm trying to replicate it. Attractive, I know. Okay, so my mother is picking up my nude lipstick apparently, but we're gonna blend this first. I can always take it off after. Besides, I actually think that this looks rather good. So we're just gonna continue doing this anyway. Super attractive, aren't I? This video is basically the reason why I don't have a boyfriend explained, isn't it? I'm gonna have to put some music underneath this. And now we blend. Look, it looks bad. This is literally my method of doing makeup, which is just put stuff on and then take it off when you need to. Which I'm assuming is not a good method, but has gotten me through life so far. Makeup done. Well, lipstick done. Lastly, we're gonna do the bane of my existence, which is eyeliner. I cannot do wet eyeliner, even though everyone tells me that I should, and they're probably right. So we're gonna fail with this, and it's gonna look really bad, and I'm going to regret putting it on the internet, but I'm gonna do it anyway, for the express purpose of informing everyone of just how bad I am, even if I end up looking good in some pictures from this show. So just know that people are bad at this stuff. One thing that I am for some reason good at is doing the actual wing, which doesn't make any sense because I can't actually apply to the basic part, which is, you know, putting a thing on my stinking eyelid. Left, which is, as everyone knows, always harder. So those are even enough. We're gonna say even enough. And just end this nightmare now. So, last but not least, is mascara. I don't know why I tried screwing that, because it doesn't screw. And we're just gonna pop that on, which is getting easier and easier for me. For everyone who has struggles with this and putting things close to your eye, it does get easier. Actually, I didn't believe anyone when they told me that, but it does. Honestly, with mascara, one of my basic thoughts is that as long as I don't end up looking like those like spider things that was a trend like a few months ago, then I look fine. Because anything is better than that. So I'm gonna call that a day, even though technically I'm not done with my makeup. This was a short video and probably bad, and for anyone who actually does makeup for, you know, just everyday things or just marginally good, you're probably cringing massively at this. And I apologize. So, in short, I apologize for ever making this video. You can click right here to subscribe. You can click right here for more of my videos. You can click down below to like or comment. Thanks. Bye!